All right. Getting ready to start a new lesson on this evening. The title of this lesson would be Day of Evil. Though I give the lesson that title, there is a few other things that I will be going over. So without further ado, we're going to just start the lesson off and over here in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, it said, the Lord hath made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So we know who the wicked is by nature, and that's Esau, this white man. They're the wicked by nature. They born naturally wicked, and their appearance gives it away. The Most High put markers on this beast so that you'll know who he is. So he can't hide amongst the crowd. You see, the leprosy of the skin and the hair. That's a telltale sign. That's just one of many. I digress, but we're gonna be getting into what's the day of evil, and break that down a little bit because there's a bit of clarification needed in that area. Okay. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is the day of evil? Okay. We know that with the Lord, 1,000 years could be one day. You see. So with that being said, we're gonna move over here to 2 Peter 3:8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Okay, so we know that the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, we ask ourselves this: what is the day of evil? Okay, now we know that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. So when the Lord says the day of evil, He's really talking about that 1,000 years, man. Those 1,000 years of evil that Esau gonna be doing. You see, we call it Esau falling. He doing 1,000 years of slavery to Jake, and then he get burnt up. Although that's true, throughout that 1,000 years of slavery, that's gonna be the 1,000 years of evil, or also known as the day of evil. That 1,000 years of slavery, they're gonna be slaves to us. But from what I can receive, they're gonna be apes, man. They're gonna be like literally apes. And the Most High could have just made them apes from jump. But what he did was he let them gradually work their way towards that. So it'll be just because, the Most High is a just power. They're going to be like war monkeys to each other. You see, from what I can receive, we're going to be on a whole nother planet or something, man. We're going to be on another planet. And they might even be here on Earth still. Or I'm not sure how the Most High gonna do it. It's a big mystery, to say New Jerusalem come out from heaven. So we may have a area on Earth where we're ruling, and we still may have another planet in the atmosphere. We can go back and forth from that planet to Earth as we please. Me personally, I'm gonna probably be on the other planet, but you can be on this planet too. We're gonna have that freedom to be able to do that, to go from Earth to other planet if we feel like it. So they're gonna be like war monkeys. Their habitation is gonna be made desolate. It's gonna be like a wilderness. So they're gonna be it's gonna almost be like they living in a wilderness, like a jungle type setting. But from what I can receive, they're gonna be war monkeys, man. And it's gonna be 1,000 years of evil. They just gonna be doing all manners of evil to each other. And it's already a lot of them now. You see, the Most High can kill them all off, or he can kill some of them off and make them do their 1,000 years of slavery, and then kill them all off, which is most likely for him to do. So throughout that 1,000 years of slavery, they're gonna be tearing each other apart, and that's that 1,000 years of evil, or that day of evil. And from what I can receive, that's part of the reason why his blessing is the sword. You see, because he actually lives by that sword. He actually lived by that sword, and that's part of the reason why that's his blessing. Because during that 1,000 years of evil, that's probably all they're gonna be doing, man. Is shooting up at each other and all manners of wickedness and this, that, the third. That's probably all they're gonna be doing for that 1,000 years, man. That 1,000 years of evil is all kind of wickedness to each other, trying to get over on each other and this, that, the third. And that's part of why his blessing the sword, because they're gonna be lighting each other up, man. And their habitation, it's pretty much gonna look like a jungle. It's gonna look like a jungle that used to be a city. If you watch something called Life After People, then you will see it kind of give you a vague description on how this place gonna look after it falls. And see, the sword is just a weapon. His blessing is the sword, or a particular weapon. You see, the sword can be when he gets to when he gets to that jungle. When he gets to that jungle, you see, the sword can be a slingshot, bow and arrows, bear traps. He's crafting, so he'll be able to put something together, or figure something out. But that's just his nature. That's crafty. Also can mean deceitful. So that's pretty much the conclusion of that 1,000 years I wanted to bring out. That 1,000 years of evil. That day of evil, or also known as that 1,000 years of evil, is what I wanted to bring out. And I wanted to make that clear. Because when I first read it, the day of evil, it could mean a number of things, because the Most High deals in different ways. I know for a fact that's one of them. Through the Spirit. Also, it could mean that day of evil, like the time of Jacob's trouble. That day when you wake up and the power off, the water don't run, and ain't no food in the stores. That too. From what I can receive, certain scriptures got more than one meaning. They don't just mean one thing. And if you think like that, then you can miss out on a lot of understanding. You can miss out on a lot of wisdom if you close minded like that. You have to look at the scriptures like it can be more than one meaning to every scripture. The Most High deals in parables, and he can have 10 meanings to a scripture, and the masses will get all of except that one meaning, and then a few will get that one meaning, and that's the one he really was trying to bring across, but he don't want everybody getting it, so he speaks in parables like that. But if you know one day with the Lord is 1,000 years, then you know that day of evil is 1,000 years of evil. Because if the Lord calling that day of evil, they're calling it a day of evil, and a day is 1,000 years to him, then he can be called that 1,000 years of evil. You see, the Most High deals in parables, and it's a big mystery. We're going to move over here next to Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. So a lot of people, you'll hear, oh, the fear of the Lord this, the fear of the Lord that. But what exactly is the fear of the Lord? You'll hear, oh, the fear of the Lord this, the fear of the Lord that. But really, they wouldn't know what's really the fear of the Lord. So the fear of the Lord say evil. So you got to know what evil is, man. What is evil? Evil is anything that's morally wrong. You can feel in your spirit that it's wrong. A lot of people they can feel in their spirit that it's wrong, but they'll go against the spirit and follow the flesh. And the scriptures speak about people like that. They're sowing to the flesh. And it said, whoever sow to the flesh gonna reap corruption. So if you sow into the flesh, that's exactly what you're gonna get. So to fear the Lord is to hate things that's morally wrong. What's evil? Vile. What's vile? This beast. He violent in earth, to be exact. So if evil is morally wrong, what's moral? What's moral? What are morals? To be moral is to be just. So to hate things that are evil, like the scriptures say, to fear the Lord is to hate evil. To hate things that are evil is to hate things that are unjust. If moral means just and evil mean morally wrong, then evil also mean unjust, if you can receive that. So to hate things that are evil is to hate things that are morally wrong, vile, and unjust. So to sum it all up, simply put, the fear of the Lord is to hate unjust, morally wrong, and vile things. And this beast, he fall under the category of all that. Is that a coincidence? No. Ain't no such thing as coincidence. That beast made that up, so when the Most High is working, to throw you off. He ain't fooling nobody but himself. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way. Following his beast, following his system. That's the evil way. You don't have to be part of this system, man. You do not have to be part of this system. The scriptures say, come out of her, my people. Come out of the ways of Babylon. It's a dog-eat-dog world. That's that dog-eat-dog spirit that the Most High is trying to bring you out of. The dog-eat-dog. And you got to be spiritual in order to see that. The dog-eat-dog. Okay, we're going to move over here to Romans 1:18. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Okay, it said, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven. What's wrath? Wrath is fierce anger, rage, fury. For the fierce anger of God is revealed from heaven. For the rage of God is revealed from heaven. For the fury of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So, what are some examples of the wrath of God that's revealed in the heavens? Tornadoes. They just had a big one. I forget where it was at, man. But I was watching that video, man, and that thing was spinning, man. That thing was spinning, and it was a big tornado, too. And the Most High had it going somewhere, it kind of looked like, from what I seen, it was like in a field or something. But that's him showing his power, showing that. Imagine if I swept this thing through one of them cities. The hell with a city killer, man. That's a city killer in itself. And I can also receive through the Spirit that the elect, they're going to have power in their hands like that to be able to do tornadoes. They may be able to stand at the end of a block, summon a tornado, man, and sweep through an entire city with that bitch. That's going to be some of the power that the elect going to have real soon. It's also the wrath of God. You see, the tornado. Thunderstorms causing power outages. I've been saying that too lately. I've been saying a lot of this stuff lately. I mean, it's been happening, but lately it's been happening on a mass scale and more often, more frequent. Thunderstorms causing power outages. You see, what people fail to realize is that if a thunderstorm cause a power outage, that's the Most High bringing forth judgment directly, man. What people fail to realize is that if a thunderstorm hits something and it wipe out power to 100,000 people, that's the Most High sitting on his throne with his wand or scepter, and he shutting that power off to the particular people. He bringing forth their judgment. And we're seeing it today. The Most High is bringing the judgment, man. Tornado. Thunderstorms causing power outage. It ain't the beast that's trying to have you think, oh, it's a coincidence. Like if a tree fall on a power line and knock out power to hundreds of residents. That's the Most High doing that, man. That's not man. You just say, oh, that's nature. Oh, that's just a coincidence that happened. Nah, that's the Most High doing that, man. And you got to be in the truth to know that. That tornado. That's the Most High himself doing that. And you got to be in the truth to know it, man. And that's low level stuff. The Most High, he doing that without even trying, man. If he really wanted to, man, he'd lay this bitch flat. The whole 50 states, every building flat. That's petty stuff he doing, man. He ain't even really using his power like that. That's equivalent to a yawn, man. That's the Most High yawning. A thunderstorm wiping out power to thousands of people. All that means the Most High yawn. That you see the power of the Most High. And this a new one right here that I just recently came across. Blood rain. I was like, oh man, when I seen that, I was like, why didn't I think of that, man? I just couldn't see why I didn't think of that. But that's something very possible. I mean, I know I've seen blood rivers. I done seen plenty of blood rivers, but I just couldn't put two and two together, man, that blood rain. Then it makes sense because when the sun, you have all these blood rivers. And it got blood rivers all across the world. Hell, I damn near seen one driving on a freeway. Blood Creek. So we got blood rivers, blood creeks, and all everywhere, man. Blood lakes everywhere. You see, and how that blood rain come about is the sun coming and evaporate all that blood rain, blood river. That rain evaporates the blood lake and the blood creek and all that, the blood water. The sun it just evaporate all that blood water up from all them animals that done died in that water. You know, when he dumped that fecal in that water and everything in that water died and that water turned red, the sun, it evaporates all that blood, man, all that blood water. And then you'll look up in the sky in the evening and you'll wonder why the sky looks so red and why the clouds look so red. That's because all that evaporation. Clouds are supposed to be white and black only, or gray. Clouds not supposed to be red. I look out the window one evening and all the clouds in the sky blood red. I couldn't put two together. The sun evaporated, but then after they mentioned blood rain, then I said, oh shoot. Then I was able to put two and two together. You know, I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, you know, like that. My mind's focused on tornadoes, thunderstorms, but blood rain. That's a new one. That's a good one right there. And then that's how that red dust come about. That red dust, not red dawn, but red dusk. Because the dawn is the morning, I think. So the red dusk, that's the evening. I mean, you might see the red clouds in the morning sometime, but at night is when I mostly see them, or in the evening when I mostly see them. And that's red dusk. The red evening skies, man. Red clouds, man. And then it ain't been raining because the Most High shut them heavens that there be no rain. But Lord forbid it started raining, man. And instead of water coming down, blood come down. That could be part of the reason why that blood gonna be all as tall as a horse. All the blood from these motherfuckers that's walking around here, plus that blood water that's gonna be falling out of the sky. And the Most High might just do it all at the same time. While these motherfuckers getting butchered left and right like a butchery. Like why these motherfuckers getting slaughtered left and right like a damn butchery. It start blood raining. So that water be about as tall as a horse. You got 6 feet of a river flowing down these neighborhoods. 6 feet blood rivers. 10-foot blood rivers flowing through these neighborhoods. And in this kingdom is so filthy and polluted that all the bag of chips and McDonald bag block up the gutter drain, and that'll clog the streets up and had that water 10, 15 feet high, man. And that had that blood water 10, 15, 20 feet high. And the Most High purposely sent some angels down to seal up all those gutters. The Most High sent an angel down to seal all them gutters up. I'm about to flood that bitch out. Well, certain parts. He say he ain't gonna destroy the world. He ain't say he ain't gonna destroy a few cities by it. And technically, if it rained blood down, then he didn't destroy the earth by water. He destroyed it by blood. That's another mystery. He said I would never destroy the earth by water again. If that blood rain happened, man, and it flooded the earth, then he didn't destroy it by water. He destroyed it by blood. But what I think the Most High gonna do the opposite. He flooded the earth back then. This time it's gonna be a shortage of water. Back then he poured out too much water. This time he ain't pouring out enough. So the red evening skies, you know, their blood rain, that's something to consider. I found that the reason I put so much emphasis on it because I found that to be quite interesting. Clouds that block out the sun, you know, the Most High. They showed on one commercial, I think a Honda commercial or something, man. A big big black thick cloud came, man, and blocked out everything. And it was thunderstorms and all kind of shit. So that's something the Most High can do, man. He can have a big black cloud just pop up out of nowhere, man, like almost like a volcano went off and blocked us and block out the sun. You know, and then on top of that, do a solar flare or EMP, man, that'll turn that power off. So this bitch should be in deep dungeon darkness. That there's two kind of darknesses. It's a darkness, ignorance. You see, ignorance, that's one form of darkness. Not knowing, that's a form of darkness. The other form of darkness is, well, that's pretty straightforward. The Most High blocking the sun out and turning the power off. I'm talking about it so black and dark. You can't. You gotta stick your hands out in front of you to make sure you don't bust your head up against some damn wall or something. It'll be so damn dark. That's darkness. Even gross darkness. You see, it say, who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Who that's talking about? It can only be talking about one person, man, who holds the truth in unrighteousness. That can only be talking about one person. This pink bastard named Esau. He holds the truth in unrighteousness. He'll take that truth and try and use it for wickedness, man. How you gonna take that truth, something righteous, and try to make it unrighteous? He holds that truth in unrighteousness. That's a vile beast, and we can't wait till that day of evil. They're gonna be some damn war monkeys. Like Land of the Lost. If you ain't seen that, I suggest you see it. They got a war monkey on there, and that's how they gonna be. And when I say war monkeys, I just mean little apes that they use weapons. Guns, slingshots, knives, anything they can get. Little war monkeys that use weapons. Anything they can get that will cut through your flesh. Okay, so we're gonna move over here to Job 10 and 22. A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. Okay, I just went over that. Darkness has two meanings. Literally and figurative. Figuratively is talking about the ignorant. And that's what this is talking about. This verse in particular is talking about the figurative meaning of darkness, which is ignorance. Satan operates through darkness. Esau operates through darkness, man. He depends on you not knowing. His very life depends on it. His very kingdom depends on it. Satan operates through darkness. He can't operate in that light. You see, the Most High shine that light on him, and he has to run. He has to run. You know that saying, you can run, but you can't hide. He gonna have to run. Satan operates through darkness. He need the people in darkness. He need the people in ignorance. He needs the people ignorant. His very kingdom depend on it. Did you know that if people was not in darkness, was not in ignorance, his kingdom would not be able to function? There's too many things would have to close and shut down for this system to operate. There's too many things that would have to shut down if people was not in darkness, was not in ignorance. Satan controls the people through ignorance. He know that he got to stay in darkness in order to keep power. He know he got to stay in darkness in order to rule the people. And he ruling them through ignorance. Satan only got power over you if you in ignorance. You don't have to be ignorant to be in ignorance. We all was in ignorance at one point. He depend on you not knowing. You can't know. And that's part of why all the microbiologists been dropping dead, and bankers been dropping dead, and people that know shit been dropping dead. They're not in darkness. They know shit. Satan can't rule over them because they're not in ignorance. So he gotta kill them. And that's his whole goal. He gotta kill everybody that's not in darkness. He gotta kill everybody that's not in ignorance, that he don't got power over. But the Most High is protecting the people that's in the light. See, if you're not in darkness, you in the light. If you're not in ignorance, you in the light. If you don't know that this white man is Satan, you in darkness. Knowing that the white man is Satan is the beginning of light. In my opinion, everybody got their opinion. That's may not be the beginning, but it's in the beginning. You know, it's of the beginning. It's not of the middle or end. It's of the beginning. Why do you say that? Because it's a lot of it's a lot of shit that you're not gonna understand and get if you don't have a concrete understanding that this white man is Satan. If you don't have a firm, concrete understanding that Esau is Satan. Satan just means adversary. Then you are in darkness, man, and there's a lot of shit that you're not gonna get, and you might move up in that truth, and guess what? You're gonna be prone to fall out. You're gonna be a fallout candidate. You're gonna be very, very susceptible to falling out if you don't know that this man is Satan. Know thine enemies. You better know it, man, while you still got time. You better know that because he damn sure ain't telling you. He ain't telling your ass a damn thing. You figure it out yourself or you just won't know, bitch. Because he ain't telling your ass shit. How in the hell you think he gonna tell you that he's Satan and he depend on you not knowing that he's Satan? Come on now. He gonna tell you he's Satan, but he depend on you not knowing he's Satan. You gotta figure this stuff out on your own, or you gotta have somebody tell you that know that he's Satan. He the devil. Devil just mean deceiver. He'll lie and tell you that, yeah, he got a farm. He might even have a few cows in the front of that farm to throw you off. Got grass and the cows seem happy and they're eating grass and they're nice and fat. That's in the front yard. And in the backyard, he got a backyard full of dogs. And that's where your meat coming from. You see this beast? You see this beast? You see that beast? Do you see that beast? That's the deceit that Most High is talking about. That's that darkness. That's Satan. That's the devil, deceiver. Satan just means adversary. What is he adverse to? Anything good. Satan just means antichrist. He anti-life. He anti-good. He against anything that's good. Bottom line. So we got a lying bastard that's against everything that's good. That's basically sums up who he is. He depend on you not knowing as a pitch black room, man. You being in darkness, it's like your mind, it's like your brain is in a pitch black room. Now, if you want to know what it's like to be in darkness spiritually, get in darkness physically. Go in a dark closet or something and turn all the lights off. And you see you in darkness physically. Now imagine being in darkness spiritually. They call them airheads. Dog heads. Boar heads. They in darkness. Ignorance. And it's a big mystery, man. But see, here say a land of darkness. That's talking about Babylon, America. See, this is a land of darkness. That dog eat dog. That farm the cows in the front yard and the dogs in the backyard. And the steak is really coming from the dogs in the backyard. But the cows in the front yard is for the meat inspector. It's a big mystery. You see, a land of darkness is darkness itself. See, this land is a land of darkness as darkness itself, as a pitch black room. So this land is equivalent to a pitch black room. So if it's spiritually in darkness, guess what? It must become physically in darkness too. So that's that blocking out of the sun and that power outage that I mentioned earlier. You see, all this stuff come together. It's all up to you to put it together or listen to somebody that can put it together, you know? He say, and of the shadow of death. So that ignorance that I mentioned, that's equivalent to the shadow of death. So ignorance is the shadow of death. You see? Think of it like this, man. You walking and you see a shadow on the side of you. That's a shadow of you. Okay, now you got ignorance. You got the big ball of ignorance. You got the big beach ball of ignorance. And then you got the shadow of it, that beach ball. That shadow that you see of that beach ball, that's the shadow of death. Because ignorance is the shadow of death. If you can receive that. Now you might have to repeat it to yourself or think of, some people, have to think on it a little bit. But it's a concept that you got to grasp in order to move on, man. You can't multiply until you learn how to add, and vice versa. Without see also without any order. See, right now it's under the illusion of order. It seem like everything is in order and everything, but after that fall, and that's right around the corner, man. They finna fall. It's right around the corner, man. They finna fall. You see, real soon, and you can see it. The water, folks. Water is coming out of their tap, smelling like mud. Folks got mud coming out of their tap, and when I say mud, I'm talking about that municipal. Everybody got a municipal district, and when you ride past it, you can smell all that sewage. And you got people that's I call it mud municipal district. That mud is coming out of faucets, certain people's faucets already, and that's the Most High bringing that judgment. That's the Most High bringing that judgment on this bitch. That mud, you gonna eat, sleep, and shit that mud. You gonna eat and sleep in that mud. And that's that fall. You see when they fall, because they about to fall any day. Talking about Russia can hack the power grid. Come on now, man. They can hack the power grid. Cyber security hack the. That's the Most High turning that bitch off. They ain't did shit. That's the Russia talking about Russia that hacked the grid. That's the Most High turned that shit off personally. The Most High turned that power off himself. Ain't nobody hacked shit. That's this beast lying, telling these people to have something to tell the people. A sleeper. They just have something to tell the sleeper. Keep them sleep. Keep them in ignorance. Because if you're in ignorance, your shadow is a shadow of death. If you're in ignorance, your shadow is a shadow of death. So, and see, without any order, that's coming after the fall. See, right now, it seems like everything in order. But after they fall, it ain't going to be nothing but disorder. And he think he going to be able to have order out of chaos. Once it fall and these people get exposed to that sin, you ain't going to be able to reorder them back up. It's not going to be order out of chaos and all that bullshit. People are going to become beasts. They're going to become natural brute beasts. Born to be, just like the scriptures say, man, born to be taken and destroyed. Born in vain. You should have been a damn nut stain on your daddy's mattress. Hell, that's what you should have been. Maybe this world would be a lot better if you just would have been a nut stain on the mattress instead. They you see, they thinking they're gonna get order out of chaos, but that ain't gonna happen, man. They ain't gonna be able to, they ain't gonna be able to get no order, man. You see it say, and where the light is its darkness. He'll take that mud and put it in something, mix it with something, and he'll present that darkness as light. Hey, this beast is a trip, man. I tell you, man. The more and more you wake up to this truth, and the deeper and deeper you get into this truth, the more and more you realize this beast, man, in the darkness. The more of the darkness you see. It's like you're born in darkness, man. And as the more and more you come into this truth, the more and more you come out of that darkness, and the more light you see, man. And the longer you in this truth, it should be that the more light you see and the less darkness you see. It's a big mystery. You're supposed to be growing in this thing. You're supposed to be seeing as time go on. The real men of the Lord, as time go on, they're gonna see more light and less darkness. That's the bottom line. As time go on, they're gonna see more light and less darkness. Those are the real men of the Lord. You see, and where the light is this darkness. See, the Most High not gonna let this beast fulfill his new world order. That if he thinking he finna have a new world order, he can forget it, man. He gonna whip out that chip. He gonna whip out that chimp. They're gonna line up to get the chimp, or the RFID chip, or the chimp. I call it the chimp because as soon as you get it, that's what you're gonna become, basically a chimpanzee. Why you think they call it mark of the beast? Once you get that mark of the beast, man, you become a beast. And what kind of beast are you most likely to become? A chimp, a chimpanzee. And you even got the orangutan. That's the mark of the beast. And that's the chimp. And that's part of the New World Order, which the Most High is not gonna let them fulfill, you see. He gonna let them chip everybody that's gonna get it, because everybody ain't gonna get it. You got motherfuckers gonna be like, I ain't getting that shit. I ain't getting that damn chip. They got me fucked up. They ain't chipping me. You gonna have a lot of people, a lot of the population gonna have that attitude. Got me fucked up. I ain't getting no damn chip. I ain't no damn dog. They ain't finna implant no chip into me like I'm some damn dog. They got me fucked up. And that's gonna be the attitude of the people, man. So they're gonna have to kill a lot of people. Because a lot of people they ain't just finna just get that shit. Now, if you really want me to get it, you sneak in my house while I'm sleeping and plant me with it. I ain't, you know, I'm not finna voluntarily get it. And from what I can receive, you can only get eternal damnation if you accept the mark of the beast. You have to accept the beast. If he force it on you, then you automatically got a ride you automatically get a ride on the chariot if you Israelite. And you're not a 2/3. You automatically get a ride on that chariot. Like I said, if you want me to get the chip, you come in here and chip me while I'm damn asleep. I ain't getting shit. And that's gonna be the masses. That's gonna be the attitude of the masses. I ain't getting no damn chip. They got me fucked up with that shit. You out your damn mind. You think they finna implant a chip in me like I'm some damn dog, so they can know everywhere I go, fucking go and shit. And then not only that, they got your money. So if he say do something you don't do it, he press a button and you have $10,000 and he press a button and your $10,000 just disappeared off your chip. It's like, hold on, where my $10,000 at? He had that power to make your $10,000 just vanish right off your chip. Just like that, man. Not only that, that chip will have a lethal dose of cyanide in it. That's a very, very lethal dose of poison. And it only take one drop of it to kill you. That cyanide, that chip, got a lethal dose of cyanide. So if he say, all right, I want you breathe, he bring that start charging for air. Oh, you took 1,000, you inhaled 1,000 times today. You owe me $500. I'm taking it off your chip. And what the hell are you gonna do? He's just gonna take the money right off your chip, man. What the hell? What the fuck you gonna do? Like he said, Jake said you better put his money in his hand. Hell, you better put their money in their hand. They don't want their money on no damn chip. See, so that's part of the Most High. He not gonna let them fulfill their new world order. After he chip everybody, that's it. That's I believe that's even part of the harvest, man. The goats and the sheep, the wheat and the tares. All the tares gonna either get chipped or killed. From what I yeah, all the tares gonna get chipped, killed, or both. Except for a small remnant, because he got to do 1,000 years of slavery. So all the tares gonna be chipped, killed, or both, and all the wheat gonna be delivered. Hope you gained something from the lesson. Until next time, may God bless you.